Hello everyone. So welcome to this tutorial on vector triple product and scalar triple product. This is a revision series for JEE 2021, and these two things, vector triple product and scalar triple product, these are very important things for JEE mains as well as advanced. Okay, so please try this question first and then come back to the solution. Hope you have tried this question. So let me start. So first let me remind you what is vector triple product and scalar triple product, and there are some of their very important properties. Okay, that the properties are very important. We will be using those properties. Okay, so what is vector triple product? A cross B cross C, like this. Okay, why do you call it vector triple product? Because you are taking three vectors as products and you are getting another vector, because B cross C is a vector and you are crossing with B cross C is a vector. This vector cross a vector will give another vector. Okay, and this can be expanded as B, this vector, A dot C. Take these two, A dot C minus C vector, this vector, into A dot B. Okay, so these two are main important. So first B, then C. And what is that here? Here we will write, if we take first B, then we have to write A dot C, and when we take that C, we write A dot B. Okay, C, so A dot B, and in between them a minus sign. Okay, these can be derived, but we will not derive in this video. Okay, if you request in the comment box, I'll surely make a video on this derivation, how to derive this. And see right hand side, see the right hand side part, these two are basically equal, these two are same thing. Okay, see the right hand side, A dot C, this is a constant. After taking dot product, we always get a constant. So constant multiple of B vector minus constant multiple of C vector. So the right hand side is a vector and left hand side is a vector. So consistent. Okay, so remember this. And how we write this? First, these two are our main focus, B and C. These two things are our main focus. So B and C. So B and C here, and a scalar we have to introduce. So when we take B, so A dot C, and when we take C, so A dot B. That we will write in this manner. Okay, now that's the vector triple product. And what is scalar triple product? Scalar triple product you call A dot B cross C. Okay, A dot B cross C. Okay, so A dot B cross C. So this C, B cross C. So B cross C is a vector, and you are taking dot product with another. So you will get scalar. That's why it is called a scalar triple product. So that is a scalar. Okay, and for this we don't have a expanded formula, but we can rearrange terms. How we can rearrange this? So let me tell you that. And one thing, the geometrical interpretation of this, like you remember the geometrical interpretation of A cross B. What is that geometrical interpretation of A cross B? And half here, if I write half here, and also the modulus, take A cross B, take mod and half. So that is the area of triangle. If this is a vector and this is a B vector, so that the triangle, the area of this triangle, okay, will be that much. So that is the geometrical interpretation. Similarly here also the geometrical interpretation of the scalar product A dot B cross C is a volume of parallelepiped. what? Volume of a parallelepiped. What is that parallelepiped? Parallelepiped means volume of the parallelepiped made by these vectors. How? See the picture. Let me draw a good picture. Let me try to draw a good picture. So this is a not cube but tilted cube, you can say, and so this is if this is, you can, so if A, B and this is C, A, B, C. Okay, you can take any manner. Ultimately you have to take modulus. Okay, ultimately you have to take modulus of this, and this A, B, C should represent the side of this parallelepiped. Then the volume of the parallelepiped will be A dot B cross C. Okay, now you can see a property. You can see a property that if A, B, C are coplanar vectors, then the volume will be 0, because suddenly this parallelepiped, if A, B, C are coplanar vectors, then parallelepiped will convert it into a just seat. Okay, this parallelepiped converted into a seat. Okay, so that volume will be 0. Means we can say that condition for coplanarity is that three vectors, condition for coplanarity of three vectors A, B, C is that A dot B cross C must be 0. So that's the condition. That's the important property. You can use it many problems. Okay, but one important thing is that, now this is the geometrical interpretation. Okay, now important thing is that we can rearrange the order. How will rearrange it? See carefully. See, A dot B cross C. A dot B cross C. Okay, so you can rearrange it like this. Here is the dot product. Change the dot product and cross product. Okay, just change the dot product and position of dot product and cross product. These two will be the same. So here A cross will appear, and you have to take bracket also will shift. Bracket also will be shifted. So C. Okay, see. So this way you can rearrange this. This rearranging is important. And why you can do this? Because you remember, suppose let's say A vector A1i A2j plus A3k and B vector B1i plus B2j plus B3k and C vector C1i C2j plus C3k. So what will be A dot B cross C? B cross C. What is the B cross C? B cross C, you write it in determinant form I, J, K, B1, B2, B3, C1, C2, C3. And when you take dot product with respect to A, this vector I dot I will be 1, J dot, and this position will be replaced by A1. You are getting my point. You are getting my point, right? See, I dot I will be 1, J dot J will be 1, K dot K will be 1, and this will be replaced by this A1, A2, A3. You are getting my point, right? Why I am writing this, why I am saying this will replaced by A1, A2, A3, because when you expand and dot product, So that will be give the same result. And this is a determinant of three numbers: a1, a2, a3, b1, b2, b3, c1, c2, c3. And you know the properties of determinant, that you can you can change the, if you change the two rows or two columns, then you have to put a minus sign here. Okay, now see, now let me put this. So this is the same as you dot product this, take as a single vector, a cross b take as a single vector, and dot c. So interchange these two. Dot product, after interchanging dot product, nothing new can happen. Dot product a cross b. Okay, so if you interchange this row, first, then one minus sign will appear. Okay, one minus sign will appear, and a1, a2, a3 will be positioned at the last row. Okay, and then interchange a1, a2, a3 with the second row. Okay, so a1, a2 with a3 will finally be positioned at this position. So minus will cancel, 2 minus will come, so cancel. So you can write c1, c2, c3 as, and a1, a2, a3, b1, b2, b3. So what is this? This is same as c dot a cross b. I think, and because these are same, so these are same. So see the beauty of mathematics, that you are starting from vector and you are going through the determinant and all those things. You can derive, so all things are interlinked in mathematics. Okay, so now you can write any interchange formula. Okay, so okay, you can also write it as, you can take minus sign out. So if you want to change the order of b cross c, then you have to take one minus sign, and a dot c cross b. Now you can change the order of cross and dot by this, a cross c dot b. Okay, so this way you can interchange all those things. Okay, why you are eligible for interchanging, so that's I have said already. Okay, now let's come to our question. This question and this question. This question is easy, so we will do it fast. See the question, then we will come to this question. Okay, so if you have already done this question, then skip this part. Okay, see, a vector is perpendicular to b cross c. Okay, I think video is getting blur or something. Okay, now it is clear. So see, a parallel to b cross c means and b and c are two non-collinear vectors. So like this way, b and c, and b cross c is this. So this way is a vector, means a dot c is 0 as well as a dot b is also 0. Okay, now come to the point. Our question says a cross b, evaluate this, simplify these things, a cross c. Now what you can do, so this is a vector. See, ultimate result will be, this is a vector. Your dot product, you are taking dot product with a cross c, means another vector. So ultimate result will be a scalar. Okay, remember that, because otherwise if you do some mistake in steps and getting a means mistakenly getting a vector answer, so if you know the logic behind this, means if you know the meaning of this expression, ultimate result will be vector or scalar or something. So so you can predict that your answer is wrong and you can check your steps, okay, this way. So the concept is required. So this is a vector, you are taking dot product with a vector because A cross C has vector, okay. Now I say this is a vector, this you can take it as assume it as a vector, a capital A vector, okay. A dot B cross C, that formula, okay. So you can take scalar triple product, so you can take, so you can interchange these two, order of cross and dot, okay. So you can write it as A cross B cross A dot C. See, are you getting my point? Okay. So now, so the how I change the order of this, just I have said here. How can we change the order of these two? That way I change the order of this. Now expand this as a cross B cross C, that formula. First let me take the minus sign common, because some vector cross some vector. So you want to change the order of this, because you have to put that in form na, A cross B cross C form na. Here this is the first thing. So A cross B. Now it is okay. Now it is good looking to our vector triple product formula, and we can apply that A here, A, take write A here and dot these two. So A dot B minus write B here and A dot A, okay, dot outside. So this total will give a vector, then we dot with another vector, we will get a scalar and our answer will be correct. See, A dot B is 0 by this, so this will vanish. So plus, and this is just a scalar, A dot A means you are taking dot product with each cell. So dot product means a scalar, ultimate result will be a scalar. So this is a scalar, so ultimate will be B dot C. This is just a scalar in between them, okay. So take outside that scalar, so that will be mod A square B dot C. That is our answer, because ultimate, you see, ultimate answer will be scalar. From this we have said, and this result also is scalar. This is a scalar and this is a scalar, okay. Now this is our answer, okay. You tick mark this as a correct option. Now come to the second part. This is a good question. See this question, okay. Let me write this way. So A cross B cross C, and this, okay. And see, A, B, C are three non-zero non-coplanar vectors, and I don't know, you know the formula, whether you know the linear independence and those things. There is a theorem that if three vectors are non-coplanar and you are working with three dimensional only, so if three vectors are non-coplanar and there is another vector called R, okay, then you can express R as a linear combination of that three vector. For that the condition, what is the condition? A, B and C must be non-coplanar, means they have to spread over the whole three-dimensional space, like I have pictured in like this. They have to non-coplanar, okay. They must not lie in the same plane, okay. So if three vectors are non-coplanar, like here A, B, C are non-coplanar, then we can write R vector as a linear combination of them. Okay, this is a theorem. You take it as a theorem. Okay, now see how we can write R vector as, this is the crucial part. Focus at this, focus at the very important point I am going to tell, that R vector as, then R vector will be, so you are taking R vector as a component along A vector, component along B vector, and component along C vector. So what will be the component of R vector along this A direction? Along A direction, you have to write in linear combination, right? So you will just see in a minute. You will see just in a minute that how we can write a linear combination. So what I am telling is that R vector is three components. One component is along A direction, one component is along B direction, and one component is along C direction. So what is the component of R along A direction? You know, that will be R vector dot of A cap. You know this? Component of any vector along another vector is that vector into that cap. That cap means in which direction you are taking the component. Okay, so original vector dot of that unit vector direction in which you are taking the component. So you are taking the component of R along A direction, so R dot of A cap. That's why you have write. So after taking the component part, this is a component is a scalar part. You have to write like you write A vector as A1. This is the component part along I direction. So you have to add that cap direction plus A2 along J direction. This is the component part, component scalar part, and this is the vector unit vector part A3 K cap. So this is the component scalar part, and this is the unit Z direction. Okay, unit vector direction. So similarly here also, so that cross. Similarly here also R dot of A cap. This is the scalar component of R along A direction into A cap plus R dot of B cap. So this is the B component part along B direction scalar, and this is B cap plus R dot of C component part scalar skip C component part into vector, that unit vector direction. Okay, so you see if you write, so you now ask this question, so how we means you have said that we'll take linear combination. Here I am seeing nothing as linear combination. So see, this is the same thing as A cap. Write A cap as A by mod A. So R dot, so A vector mod A plus this B vector by mod B dot of C mod C vector. Okay, so this is the, you see this part, this is a scalar, this is another scalar, so you write R vector as a linear combination of ABC. Okay, when ABC are non-coplanar vectors. Okay, here it is given that ABC are non-coplanar vector. This part was crucial part, because we will be using this trick to solve this question. Otherwise you have to expand it like huge. You first take A cross B cross C and first expand it, then another vector product will come in that expansion. You have to expand that also. Here also you will double expand A cross B cross C, and here means you get a clumsy expression, and to solve that will not going to be easy. Okay, but if you use this trick, how this trick will be used here, we'll see that in a moment. But this trick, if you use, remember this trick, you can use this in many problems. Okay, so this trick is very useful in solving. Whenever you see a huge expression involving cross product and dot product, you try to use these things. Okay, it will going to be easy for you. Now see, we have written in this form. Now just expand it. You have to one expansion, you have to take the one expansion. So something cross another vector, cross another vector. This is the vector table product structure. So first R will be common, and one thing to note, I have not told you what is that bracket. I forgot to told you that. What is that bracket? It is nothing but, what is that? It is nothing but A dot B cross C. It is the, okay, A, capital A vector, sorry. Okay, this is a representation. A dot B cross C, I write it as ABC, as this order. When you write A dot C cross B, when you write A dot C cross B, you write it as A, C, then B. Okay, in this way, A, C, then B, in this way, ACB, ordering, one order, ACB. Okay, this is just a representation. So there. So expand this. First write R as isolated and cross with this, cross this. So write it as a, let me write A cross B cross C. Okay, and minus C vector, isolate C vector. So that A cross B, I taken here dot, a dot will be there. R vector, isolate R vector, this vector dot C, isolate C vector, this vector dot R. Okay, this is the thing. This is the thing. And okay, now it is okay. Now you change the order of this, because you have to write in ABC form na, ABC. So see, this we can change the order of this. So cross product and dot product order will be interchanged. B cross C. Okay, minus C vector. And what is this? You see, what is this? That is just ABC bracket. Same order you have to maintain. A dot B cross C means this way, ABC. Okay, with R. And what is that? You see, A cross B vector is perpendicular to A as well as B. So when you take dot product, with this, what is R vector? R vector is expanded as this way. So when you take dot product, this term will vanish and this term will vanish, because A cross B is perpendicular to both A as well as B. So this C term will remain. And so what will be that? This constant will come out. So let me write that. So constant will, that constant part into this A cross B, these things, A cross B dotted with C part. And what is it? You change the same change the order of integration, change the order of cross and dot. You will get this as A B C, like this, because these two are same. So now you get one thing simplified, that now call it as okay, let me wait 1 second. Let me see. Yeah, that thing is correct. A, B, C part, and you are R dot of C vector, okay, R dot of C vector into that wait 1 second, R dot of okay, C cap, write it as a C cap, okay, no problem at all. So this way, and R dot of C vector and okay, B vector, C vector, C cap, R dot of A vector. R dot of, we have written something we are missing. No, nothing we are missing. Okay, let me write that. Take God. So let that part be, and now the second term. Actually, what we are missing about R A cross B dot C A cross B dot R, okay. So C vector and A cross B part dot with R dot with R means that a cap was there, and this will be mod A by mod A. So mod A square, mod B square, and mod C square, okay. So mod A square, mod B square, and mod C square. A vector by mod A vector by mod A, B vector by mod B vector by mod B, C vector by mod C vector by mod C. So mod C square, okay. Now write it as, so first part and this part, see, this part. So this part similarly expand R as then B cross C dot A. So B cross C dot A, R vector B cross C dot A minus A vector B cross C dot R, okay. B cross C dot R and B cross C dot A, okay, fine. Now the part is, so sorry, here I have to mention that mod C square term will be there. C vector A cross B you are dotting with, this term will vanish. R dot of c term r dot of c by c square, this term will come out, and this is that, and this is the thing that, yes, the same thing, right? One c vector divided by mod c, that will be c cap, and here will go another, I basically I should write this way. Okay, let me write. So another vector, this will be c cap. Okay, you see, 2 mod c square. So 1 mod c square will create this unit vector, and one this will create this unit vector. Why I am writing this structure? So you will see in a minute that why I am writing this way. So now the second part is that, and what is that? You take, so this is the, see, a dot b cross c, you can change the order of dot product, right? That is the same. So a b c, see, this is, and a vector, what is that? A b cross c, b is perpendicular to b and c, so these two term will vanish, this term will remain. So, and you common out these constants. A vector, write this a vector as the vector, and this common out these constants. A vector r dot a and r dot a, and just dot product with this b cross c dot this vector, b cross c dot a. B cross c dot a means similarly a, this term, so abc. Okay, and this similarly same as the, remember this, we will use this in further, and we will also use this, can be simplified as r abc minus, so two unit vector will be produced, so a cap, r dot of a cap into abc. So this is the same thing. And another thing here also. So r vector, common out r vector, so c cross a dot b vector, r c cross a dot b vector minus b vector c cross a dot r vector. Similarly, so you can change the order of dot and cross. So r b cross a. Okay, let me how should I write? B cross a. Okay, put that into b cross a means ABC, we have to write ABC form, right? C dot a cross b, but that is not ABC form. Okay, first take out a minus sign, writing correct, right? R, we are correctly expanding, R c cross a dot b, R c cross a dot b, B c cross a dot r. Okay, right. But if we write minus a cross c dot b, now we can change the order. Right? Now we can change the order, that A, B, oh, that's also ACB. right? uh, sorry, what I am doing, a dot c cross b. Okay, that's the same thing. You change the cross product, order of cross product, and put a minus sign here, minus of c cross a cross c dot b here. So from the I am trying to write in ABC form. What is ABC form? ABC form is a dot b cross c, this form. So that's why I am rearranging this way. So minus a cross c, a cross c, c cross a cross c dot b, and change the order now. So a dot b, a dot c cross b, a dot c cross b, and what you now change order, the order of cross product again. So a dot b cross c. Okay, see how? So this is ABC. Okay, so ultimately this is ABC, and this way similarly, so use this thing, use this thing. Use this. So c cross a is perpendicular to c and perpendicular to a. So these two terms will vanish. So b term will remain, and this constant will come out, and then we will get as write b cap, r vector dot of b cap, and here also ABC. Okay, so we are getting three things, and here was the thing, r vector ABC minus you are getting three things, and add these things, this one, this one, this one, and this one. Okay, add these things. So this RABC, this RABC, and this RABC, three RABC, and when you add them, when you this ABC and this ABC, and here also this ABC will be common, can taken be common, and then let me don't. So that first three term will be 3R ABC minus, you see this three term I am talking about, this term, oh sorry, this term, and this term. Okay, so R ABC minus, and when you take common ABC, see you will get three things, r dot b cap, r dot of b cap in b cap, plus r dot of a cap in a cap, plus r dot of c cap in c cap. See, one r dot, when you common this ABC from this and from this and from this these terms, these terms can be written in this way. And what is that? This is the r vector. So 3r vector ABC. See, this is the benefit of this writing in this way. So r, so what is r ABC? So that is 2r ABC. So lambda, here I have written in the thumbnail k, so k equals to 2. That is our answer, and here we will mark this as a correct answer. Okay, so hope you enjoyed this video. So sorry for the confusion part in the middle. Okay, So see you in the next video. Thank you. Bye bye.